We are back. I got my gloves on. I might get a little bit messy here. We're making some lasagna. I got my meat sauce already prepared. My cheese sauce is already prepared. Right now we're just gonna layer things. So, with that, let's get right to it. So, what did I do here? I made some meat sauce from scratch. Everything from scratch in here. You guys already know how it is. Always got to start with that first layer of meat sauce because you don't want things sticking to the bottom. Boom. So nice. Do not skimp. Do not skimp. That is key. Opening our pack of lasagna. And we are going to layer some noodles. This works out. Should I do it this way? Yeah, I guess we're going to do it this way. One. If we need to change it, we can change it. I think I may have messed this up. Nah. Yeah, we'll do it the other way. Hey, that's what cooking's all about. All right. Uno. Dos. Oh, sure. Will it be a little bit of... Yeah, I don't know if that was a good idea, but nah, it works. 1, 2. Again, gonna try and break this guy up a little bit. And we're good. Again, this is cooking, guys. We're not professionals. Some more meat sauce. I like my meat sauce a little bit more on the, say, the runny side, only because that's what's gonna get absorbed by the noodles a little bit and cook. These are oven ready, but of course they need a little bit of moisture, right? They're not gonna just cook on their own. They need a little bit of moisture, and they're gonna absorb a little moisture. So what we're gonna do, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of our ricotta mix. Probably should have shown this. There we go. It's a beaten egg, some really good ricotta cheese, some mozzarella. I have a Parmesan mix. Should I tell you guys what that Parmesan mix is? Yeah, it's a special Parmesan with Calabrian chilies and roasted red peppers. So it's not just plain Parmesan. We have a little bit of flavor here. We like flavor in our food. It's got a little bit of a kick, but nothing that'll like knock you off of your feet, you know? So, alrighty. Try and get that all, and now you guys can kind of see why I got the gloves on, right? Alrighty, so a little bit more there, a little more there, a little more there, a little more there, a little more there, some more there, some more there. Let me know in the comments all the areas that I may have missed. Also, let me know, do you guys like lasagna? I don't know if I've ever met somebody who doesn't like lasagna, but boom. All right, so we're gonna go back in our box of lasagna noodles, and we're gonna do this again. So, uno, dos. You know what? I'm just gonna overlap them. And if it doesn't turn out great, and again, the only reason it wouldn't turn out great, it might be a little bit undercooked here. I don't think it will be though, so. But, you know, experiment, we'll see what happens. I'll throw a little bit more sauce underneath here, right? And that should help make sure that there's no dry spots. So there you go. Beauty. Problem, potential problem, I think solved. A little bit more meat sauce, a little bit more meat sauce, a little bit more meat sauce. What's in my meat sauce? Oh man, you guys, I don't know if I can tell you, but I will. There's onions, grated carrots, or blended. They're like super, super finely blended. And why do I put carrots in? Because one of my favorite, and I don't really do jarred sauces, but when in Montreal, you gotta support local and try some of those guys. Anyways, there's a guy. He's, I'd say, a small shop beside Fairmont Bagels. If you guys haven't been to Montreal, Google Maps will tell you exactly where the location is. I don't even know if this sauce place is still there because it's been forever since I've been to Montreal, unfortunately, and I got to fix that because I love Montreal. The food, not the hockey team. And anyways, this guy makes his own tomato sauce, and one of the times I was visiting years ago, I tried it and it was life-changing. It was so good. And all I did was look at the ingredients and I noticed that there were carrots in there, and I was like, huh. And I mean, if you guys have ever cooked carrots, if you saute them with a little bit of salt, you know that there's a nice sweetness that they develop a really, really, really nice sweetness. So ever since then, we have been putting, because Rebecca does the same thing when she makes tomato sauce. Does the same thing. Puts a little bit of carrot, and it makes just the biggest difference. Onions, whatever greens you like, herbs, and saute, season to your taste. Maybe I'll do a video one of these days on how I make my tomato sauce. But every single time I make my own tomato sauce, and yes I do. I use canned tomatoes, but really good canned tomatoes. That is key. From Italy. Here we go. I'll show you the ones that I used today. It's called Laval. I know it's backwards, but it is what it is. Italian whole peeled tomatoes. These ones are organic, again, from Italy. And they do have some basil in there, which is always nice. Alrighty, so again, with our next layer. Need a bigger lasagna pan. Alrighty. I'm gonna put some more sauce. I think I'm gonna leave some for one more layer, but I'm gonna use the rest of the ricotta on this layer. This was 1 pound of a mixture of ground beef and ground lamb. A little bit of mix. A little bit of a mix gives just that much flavor, or that extra flavor. So we'll do that. We're going to use the rest of the ricotta mix, and then we're going to do one final layer. And we're just going to put mozzarella on the top. So. And okay, if one layer is a little bit different than the other layer, no biggie. All you gotta know is that overall in this dish, you got a lot of goodness. That's the beauty of lasagna. So don't freak out if you're like, oh no, I don't have enough cheese on one layer versus the other one. It doesn't make a difference. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. This layer probably won't have a lot of cheese, or as much cheese as the other layers. I didn't kind of ration it out. I guess you could before time split it up if you know how many layers you're gonna have, but I didn't know. So that's the beauty of cooking. All right, that is the beauty of cooking. I'm gonna try and spread this out a little bit. And there is a ton of ricotta in here. I think I have 1.5 pounds of ricotta cheese plus Parmesan plus mozzarella, and it's whole milk mozzarella. We don't want that skim milk. Get that skim milk out of here. And that's it. Get your hands dirty. That's where the gloves come in. Woo. I'm trying to rinse off every so often too, so I'm not making a complete mess of everything. Actually, we only have 3 lasagna noodles left. The math isn't mathin', folks. This might be our final layer, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm gonna throw some. I like to put extra sauce around the edges to try and make sure that all of the beautiful edges of our lasagna are cooked and you don't have like crispy edges. And there's nothing wrong with crispy edges. If you like crispy edges, leave them exposed and you'll get crispy edges, right? It's really up to you. That's the beauty of cooking. You cook to your liking. But I will say, no matter what you do, please, 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 please taste your food. Don't skip that step. So yeah, now we're gonna top it with a little bit of mozzarella. And again, whole milk. Whole milk is key. Whole milk mozzarella. And I put some of this whole milk mozzarella already in the ricotta mix, the ricotta cheese mix. So there is mozzarella all throughout this lasagna. So this is gonna be good. I feel like I need a little bit more. I do like provolone, so I might throw some provolone on here, and we do have provolone. Bear with me for a second. We do have some provolone. I'm gonna throw this up a little bit so you guys can see. We do have some provolone. So what? It's not it's not like shredded provolone. So I might just do a little shredding action myself, just to give it just a little bit more flavor. Provolone. So if you come over here, we got some action. Move some of these things around. Tomato paste from my sauce gives it a little bit more tomato flavor. But there you go. I only cut veggies with this, so relax on cross-contamination. So we're gonna dice this up. Practice your knife skills, folks. Super important. It makes cooking so much more enjoyable and safer. Alrighty, boom, look at that. Shredded provolone. So let's go back here. I'll bring you guys back. I'll rotate this down, boom, alrighty. So let's give it a little bit of provolone action. It's gonna be good. And the cool thing with, I think the really cool thing with lasagna is how well it freezes. So yeah, it's a big pan of lasagna, but you know, you could freeze some, you can share some. If you guys want a slice, let me know in the comments below. I do delivery. Pickup is also something that can be done. You guys know where I live. Come through. The door is always open. I love to cook for folks. I love to feed you guys. So, you know, don't be a stranger. Come on through. The oven's been preheating to 350. I got to cover this bad boy up. We're gonna use some Reynolds wrap. The good stuff. Make sure you measure twice, cut once. Give this a little. Whew, it's gonna be good. Rebecca is not home quite yet. She actually wanted to make lasagna, so I hope she's not too upset that I stole her thunder, but you snooze, you lose. No, I'm playing. Her lasagna is fire. Her lasagna is so fire. If you haven't had it, you're missing out, folks. Anyways, let's rotate this other way so you can see the oven. Boom. Again, 350. It's been preheated. Woo. It's nice and hot. That's gonna go in there. And let's see what the noodle package says, because that's really the key thing. What? Lasagna may be no, that's not what I'm looking for. Preheat oven to 375. Oh, all right, so this is asking for 375. And I always like to follow the noodle instructions. Cover with foil, bake for 25 minutes, uncover and bake for 5 more minutes, and then let it rest for 15 minutes. Letting it rest is key, so you don't, well, so it's easier to cut. I'm making a mess here, guys. So it's easier to cut, then it doesn't just like all over the place when you try to cut into it. So give it some time to rest, just like your steaks, just like your chicken. You know, I know it's tempting when we cook. Things just most of the time look delicious, and you just want to dig right in, but just wait. Let your stuff rest. Let your stuff rest. That is key. Be patient. Go figure out some things to do. Go make your bed. You know, if you're like me, a little bit delinquent on when it comes to making your bed. I really should be making my bed first thing in the morning, but that doesn't always happen. So, you know, like I said, while your lasagna is resting, go make your bed. No excuses. No excuses. I don't want to hear this. I don't have time. You have time. You got 15 minutes. Go make your bed. So we're gonna clean up this kitchen a little bit. I'm gonna pause the video. We're gonna come back in 25 minutes. It's 7:05. That takes us to 7:30. I already forgot what I was supposed to do. 25 minutes, uncover it, 5 minutes. So that's 7:35. 15 minutes takes us to 7:50. So, you know, about an hour from now, I say we'd be digging in. So it gives you some time to clean up the kitchen. Kitchen's a mess. Clean up the kitchen, get your stuff in check, catch up on some things that you need to do, and just let your lasagna do its thing, all right? I'll see you guys soon.